I'll start swimming for the shore.
Okay, and we'll just assume everybody makes it to shore.
Do we know what time it is?
It is mid-afternoon.
Let's get.
You sort of straggle up onto the shore. Everybody's wet and cold, but alive. And you have figured out the source of the illness.
Does anyone else hear those cheers? I hear cheers.
Woo!
Drag myself up on the shore and fall on my back, throwing my sword and my shield to the side. Thank you, Muathon, Duan, or however it's pronounced. I'll have to look that up.
Fitz just laying on his back, breathing heavily.
Martha Moore doing? I think that's how it's pronounced. Dwarven god of wonders.
Martha Marduin. Yeah.
That's it. Sigils on my shield. Well, that was an experience. I'll kind of laugh out loud. And bust out my pipe, light up some tobacco, and start smoking.
How did you keep that dry?
Tinderbox, man. I kept it in a box. We're all good. We should go. Gotta keep it dry at all times, rain or otherwise.
So, did we level?
I assume so by the Final Fantasy VII battle complete noise. You can look at your sheet though. You can tell.
Yeah, it's right at 300 for me.
Where the heck's it at?
Click on the magnifying glass next to your level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
does XP flow over, or does it just cap and then you hit your level and goes back to reset?
No, it flows over.
Okay.
Then how do you actually do the leveling on this?
So
that's a good question.
Let's all do that together. So what you want to do is open up your character sheet, and I will level up Fitz, but not make his choices for him. Actually, no, I know what he's gonna do, so I don't really have any decisions to make for him. So if you open up your character sheet and then open up, you're gonna probably have to click on Library in the bottom right, and go back to the Create PC mode by clicking Create PC up at the top, just so you can get the Classes button on the right-hand side again. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have it already activated, so I just clicked on it.
Yeah, basically you just want to find your class, and pay attention to like what book you're pulling your class out of. Most people will want to just pick their class from the DD PHB Deluxe.
Not WAPA though.
Not WAPA though. WAPA, you're going to want to pick Ranger from Unearthed Arcana, but not the one that says no spells. It's just the regular Ranger from Unearthed Arcana. But basically what you want to do is you want to drag the link for your class onto your character sheet, just like you did at the beginning. Amir, if you're adding a different class, you'll obviously want to do Paladin instead of Fighter.
Yep.
And you just drag that onto your character sheet, and it should automatically figure out you're going to level 2. And it will automatically increase your hit dice, it'll automatically increase your HP.
I just discovered it's easier if you're not multi-classing. You can do it from your sheet. You don't have to open all that up. If you go into the little magnifying glass next to your class and level where it says, for me, it's sorcerer. If I clicked on that, then if I go to the little, I don't know, disc looking thing right next to my class, I can open up my panel that shows me sorcerer. Then I can drag that back over.
Oh yeah, it's like a shortcut to get back to your class. That's a good call. Since the link is already in that page. So what that should also do is automatically add to your abilities tab any new abilities you gained with your new level. But what it won't do is add to your actions tab the like activatable effects for those new things. So you just have to set those up.
Okay, so I got something called fighting style, and I can pick one of 4.
Yes.
If I just type in fighting style and put in archery, will it automatically do what I'm asking it to do, or?
It won't do it automatically. You'll have to make the adjustment yourself. I assume you are taking archery though.
Yeah.
So just next to archery on the ability, or next to fighting style on the abilities list, just put archery in parentheses or something, so you know which one you took. Okay. Oh, you already did that. Okay. And then go to your actions page. And you're going to have to do this with any ranged weapon you use. You click on the little magnifying glass next to your weapon. And where it says attack, it'll say stat, base, bonus, blank, proficiency, star, right? In the bonus section, just put a 2, because what the archery fighting style does is give you +2 to hit with all your ranged weapons. So you just give yourself that bonus 2, and that gives you an extra +2 to hit.
Very cool.
And you just have to remember to do that for other weapons.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone's not sure how to add?
Yeah, spell casting.
Yes.
This is where it's like, whoa, wait, what?
So for spell casting, let's see, you didn't have any spells before. So on your, on your character sheet, I'm going to change it to mode preparation, and I'm going to display group. Okay, that's fine. So what do you get for spellcasting? You get two level 1 ranger spells, is that right?
Right.
Okay. So the first thing you need to do is click on the spells tab and filter it to source ranger. And level 1. And then you'll have to look at the spell descriptions and figure out which ones you want to take, unless you already know.
Do not.
Yeah, so just like read through the descriptions, and then once you know which 2 you want to take, let me know and I can help you add them to your sheet.
Doesn't look like they added a spell slot for me. I guess I should have gone to 3 spell slots now.
Yes.
Still only showing 2 on my sheet. Do I have to close the sheet maybe? Let me close it and open it. Nope.
Okay, let me pull up your sheet here real quick. You're a sorcerer 2. When you added the extra sorcerer level, did you get any text in your chat box telling you anything that it added anything?
Yeah, average hit points for additional sorcerer level added, hit points for dwarven toughness added, hit points for draconic resilience added.
Okay. Cool. So it did all that.
Font of magic added. Yeah.
Okay. So let me pull up sorcerer real quick. Yes. So you go to. So you've still got 4 cantrips, and then you go to 3 level 1 spells. Okay. Oh, 3 level 1. Yeah. Okay. 3 level 1 spells. 3 level 1 spell slots. 3 level 1 spells known. Okay. So what you can do is you can go into this preparation mode, and you can actually just manually change the number of spell slots from 2 to 3.
Okay.
Anybody rolling for their HP, or just doing the passive increase?
I would advise doing the automatic, but if you do want to roll, you can feel free to reduce the whatever it just added and then roll your die. But if you roll a 1, it's bad days.
Yep. I have a question, Dor. So when I multi-class, do I go back through and choose the skill proficiencies that the class normally adds at 1? Or is that only for character gen?
It's usually only for character gen. So when you multi-class, there is a special, like it tells you for each class what you get from the other class's proficiencies. Let me find the option.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you multi-class into Paladin, if you didn't have light armor, medium armor, shield, simple weapons, or martial weapons, you get that, but that's it.
Okay, got all that. Yeah, fighter gives you everything, so really I just got lay on hands and divine sense at this level.
Yep.
And then I'll get spellcasting, another fighting style, and smiting next level.
Yes.
Also, I have 24 hit points.
Also that.
That's a lot.
It feels good to not be level 1 anymore, doesn't it?
Also to have tough feet.
All right, I added that extra spell slot for you, Torgrim.
Oh, thanks.
So now you should be able to just add your additional known spell. And then I'm actually not sure how it tracks Font of Magic. I don't know that it does automatically.
Yeah, I didn't see that on here either, so I think I'll just have to let you know when I'm doing it.
I think probably the best way to do it. Do you mind if I futz with your sheet just a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't get our first proficiency increase until what, like 5th level? I think that's right.
It's either 3rd or 4th, I think.
For Paladin, it's 5th. Let me see if fighter's different.
You might be right. It could be 5th.
Yeah, it's 5th. Fifth level is a huge level or power swing, especially for fighters.
There you go. So what I did, Torgrim, if you look at your actions tab, is I just gave you a sorcerer feature Font of Magic and set it to be able to use twice per day, basically. So when you use a sorcery point, you'll just tick off one of those 2 little boxes, and then those will automatically refresh whenever we take a long rest.
Oh, nice.
And then every time you level up, we'll just have to remember to come in here and add the number of uses per day, X number of uses per day, depending on how many sorcery points you have.
Sweet, thanks.
Yeah, well.
Good stuff. Okay, I'm done for now, so I guess are people still fudging around? We can take a short break while some people finish. Or is everybody done?
Yeah, no, I think Adolman and Whopper are still futzing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn Dissonators, but I'm also trying to decide which of these 2 spells I'm gonna forget and replace. Just as whenever I initially selected, I didn't have access to like all the nifty like Xanathar spells and Unearthed Arcana spells. And some of these are kind of cool.
Unearthed Arcana run by me because in general I want to avoid most Unearthed Arcana stuff, but there might be some stuff that's cool. Xanathar's is all totally good.
Yeah, a lot of Unearthed Arcana is all playtest material, so some of it's balanced, some of it's crazy unbalanced.
Yeah, some of Unearthed Arcana is really wonky.
So many good spells.
Although I don't know if you caught it earlier, Dolman. I think Dor said like you get a pass on this level, right, Dor? If you want to retool
Yeah.
your character some.
So like normally, like bards, for instance, or sorcerers, I think, and rangers, same way, can like forget one spell when they level up and learn a new one. Given that we're moving to second level, if there's any like mulligans anyone wants to take on things that they decided about their character at the beginning that they want to change up slightly, I'm totally down if we do that outside of what the rules statically allow. Like Torgum already like shifted a couple of spells around to make more sense now that he's got a feel for playing the character, and I'm fine if other people want to do things like that. Within reason, right? Like, oh, I decided actually I'm a wizard. Probably not that far, but
I think so far, I think the only one I want to do is just main refire, just because I'm getting a lot of usage out of Tasha City's Laughter, and Silent Image has way too many uses for me to drop that.
Cool. Yep, go ahead and swap out anything you want, and remember, like, if you see 2 copies of the spell, you generally want to use the one from the 5e spell effects coding source, because that one will generally already be set up to use, and you shouldn't have to do really much coding for it.
Wait, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go through and do that for all your abilities, because Dor has these cool modules that you can. Like I have action buttons for all my abilities. I just click when I want to use them, or drag to the target.
I think I'm thinking I might drop Fairy Fire for either Charm Person or Unearthly Chorus. But Unearthly Chorus is Unearthed Arcana, and it's a little bit ridiculous, it seems.
Let me read it real quick.
Just as an FYI, Charm Person in 5th edition, they know that you charm them after it wears off, so they're generally immediately hostile. It's a weird change from previous editions.
I mean, for a first level spell, I think that's a decent trade-off.
Yeah, it's just like if you charm the mayor of a town in like 1 minute, he's gonna know you did that and be fucking pissed. It's just a weird change. I think they did it because they made it so the wizard tradition enchanter like removes that negative, so like they wanted that to like be a thing that they specialized at.
Cool. I took Cure Wounds and Hail of Thorns.
Nice. One more level before most of you guys get your tradition or whatever, right? I think most people get it at 3.
Yep.
I'll do 2 more for me since I'm multi-classed, but what are you guys thinking about going in terms of path?
College of Whispers, actually.
Whispers is really cool. And in that case, Charm Person makes a lot of sense.
I am fine. Let me read this one more time to make sure that I believe what I'm saying.
What is it? Which spell is it?
Unearthly Chorus.
You know, I got power gaming tendencies. It's concentration, so
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at
That's
the
what
conclaves
keeps
right
it
now.
balanced, is that it's concentration. Otherwise, it's basically just an AoE charm person.
bonus action should be guile, huh?
I am okay with it. But I reserve the right to, as soon as you figure out a stupid, broken method to use it in a way that I did not foresee, make slight modifications to it to bring it back into balance. But for now, I'm totally down as written if you want to take it.
That is entirely fair. I'm gonna go ahead and try fire and take that.
It's really powerful, yeah. It's a in combat charm, which charm person doesn't do in combat.
No, it automatically fails if you're in combat.
Yeah, if you or your allies are attacking the beguile target, they
No.
can't be beguiled.
It's used in combat. You just can't attack the target. As long as nobody does damage to it, it's fine. That's what makes it good.
The way that I'd interpret that is if you basically if you're already in a hostile, like if somebody's already attacked it within a reasonable time frame, I would probably say no dice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing probably like
Because I think an ability at level 1 that lets you charm something and then you're essentially leaving it out of combat until somebody decides to attack it. That's, I think, a little too strong. But
yeah, because you get charm monster at what, spell level 6 or something.
it's much higher, yeah. So the way that I generally see this is non-combat situations. You can turn people to your side using music, basically.
You might consider just taking it instead of charm person then.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I think that's what it's intended to be, because it's a bard only spell, is basically just a cool bard flavored version of charm person.
People use it in combat and playtest currently, but again, it's not a finalized spell, so this guy's talking about he has his gunslinger who plays the good and bad and the ugly during combats when he opens combat with it.
Nice.
But yeah, it's obviously
In
written
combat,
as
I think
intended.
it's too strong.
Yeah, lots of interpretation there. What's nice about it is that it's a charisma save instead of a wisdom save, which charm person is. A lot more people have wisdom saves typically, especially monsters. You could probably use it in dangerous situations though, right, Dor? You could use it against a camp of orcs that took you hostage, or in a situation where they're not in combat with you, I assume.
100%. Yep. As long as you or someone in your party isn't actively attacking that thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's also a great way to alert the entire camp because
Music
creates me 100 feet.
Yeah, but it's still pretty good, and you can, yeah, it's interesting. It's like a bard flavored version.
All right. Well, not to get too sidetracked here. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm good.
And Wappa, you're all good. Let's see, Hail of Thorns and Cure Wounds. Okay.
Yeah, so I looked up the fighting style on the original one, and it gave me 4 options, and then I looked at the fighting style for level 2 under the ranger thing, and I have 7 options.
Let me see.
Dolan, that's the actually it looks like there's been a lot of debate about it. That's
There's
kind of
one
takeaway I read from one of the rule lawyers.
because there's one called the Close Quarters Shooter.
Oh, weird. I've never seen these. These are Unearthed Arcana specific.
No disadvantage for something within 5 feet, and you ignore half cover and 3/4 cover against targets within 30 feet of you.
That's a
So, like,
spell?
shooting over dwarves' heads.
Fighting
No, it's
style.
a fighting style.
Oh yeah, the Unearthed Arcana fighting styles are all super good. The underwater one is like weirdly super OP. Yeah, it's a cool spell, Golem.
Is there one you'd take instead of archery? You'd take maybe close quarter shooter.
I would take close quarter shooter, yeah. It's just way, way, way more useful.
I think you might think about it because if you're planning on taking sharpshooter at some point, I think it gives you a lot of those bonuses. And you absolutely should be thinking about taking sharpshooter if you're using bows as a feat.
You have to
I would
take
at least-
crossbow master to get the close quarters thing usually.
Yeah, that's a really good fighting style. A lot of people take that, especially in games where you're in tunnels and stuff. But it is Unearthed Arcana. I don't think it's that OP, but it's
No, I'm fine
very
with
solid.
it. It's ranger only, and it halves your bonus to hit from archery, which is really, really strong. So giving up a permanent +1 to hit with all ranged weapons for close quarters ability to me is a fine trade-off. So if you'd rather do that, that's okay. Just adjust the bonus on your longbow, and then just know that when you're at point blank, you can keep using bows if you want.
Yeah, that +2 is really good from archery. And the accuracy bound system, +2 to attack anything is OP. But half a +1 plus those extra effects are pretty cool too. Whatever makes the most sense for your guy, I guess.
All right, that wasn't too bad. Took maybe 20 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah.
What about Fitz? What do you want to do there?
I leveled him up.
Okay.
He's good. Fighters at level 2 only get action surge and hit points. So I backed up his character though in case in intervening days he decided to level 2 some other class or something, so I can always restore his and let him do it if he wants to make a different choice. But I doubt it.